Acrophobia, the extreme or irrational fear of heights. A study done by Cleveland Clinic stated that approximately 3 to 6% of people suffer from acrophobia. I am one of them. That being said, we're going 9,000 feet in the air in a hot air balloon with Rainbow Ryders above the Sonoran Desert of Arizona. So prepare to watch me nervously smile for a while here at Windsurf Inside. Our adventure begins at 4 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona, where I get ready for my sunrise hot air balloon flight with Rainbow Ryders. A flight with Rainbow Ryders would cost around $179 in total, and it includes a 1-hour flight and an open champagne bar upon landing. We drive around 40 minutes to our launch site, where our pilot Patrick readies our balloon for launch. As he prepares for our flight, I prepare to meet my maker, which I'm hoping does not happen. Spoiler alert, I lived. Better luck next time. At record-breaking speed, Patrick and his team inflated our balloon, and we were up in the air before I even knew it. And surprisingly, that was the smoothest takeoff I have ever had. I watched as the ground drifted farther and farther while my anxiety grew higher and higher. But I'll admit, I couldn't deny that view. Our ascent could be comparable to an elevator, but much slower, so you don't really feel it in your stomach. Up in the air, we had an amazing view of the Arizona sun and Lake Pleasant. I realized as we were floating in the air that I didn't feel as much anxiety as I did before. 9,000 feet in the air, you couldn't even hear cars passing by, no birds, not even the wind. Being disconnected from the hustle and bustle of everything and experiencing true silence. It is a sensation that I can't put into words. While up there, our pilot conducted an experiment using a water bottle. He captured air from 8,000 feet in the atmosphere and wanted to see what would happen to it at a lower altitude.
Here, this bottle of water is empty. We now have air from about 8,200 feet according to my instrument pack, about 8,700 according to my phone. We'll go with 8,700. That sounds better. I did mention 9,000 feet is the highest, right? Yeah. So let's do it. You know,
we're not going to break the record, are we?
You're at 89, 89.50, 70, 80, 90. All right, we got a screenshot for you. Remind me to send that to you. So technically, right now you're breaking the law.
Oh.
Does anybody work for the FAA? Well, this altimeter says we're at 8,600. Right? We'll go with the phone. But we're going to allow the balloon to cool off now. Basically, just don't hit the burner for a few minutes. The balloon's starting to cool off. It's going to start to descend. Now it's going to have a fair amount of change of barometric pressure. So I'm actually going to seal this up at 93. Yep, 9,300 feet right now. Plain, ordinary, everyday bottle. Nothing up my sleeve. I'll show that to you in about 5 minutes after we've descended a bit. You're going to feel your ears going crazy again. The change in air pressure as we descend this time. Our balloon is now descending. This is cool. We haven't been up to 9,000 feet in quite a while. You've got to have just the right kind of day for it. And you got to be in the right area, too. Just to our east, controlled airspace comes down to about 7,000 feet. But if we're right along this wash, right here, this is the Main River Wash. If we're on the west side of that, you're unlimited. And if you're on the east side of that, you're limited down to 7,000 and 8,000 feet.
You guys have a couple spots that you scope out in the morning?
Yeah, we'll send out helium balloons, plus we'll get computer profiles and forecasts, try to get as much information as we can.
After a moment or two, our pilot Patrick sets us up for a low-level ride to see if we can spot some wildlife from above. While riding low, keep a lookout for any jackrabbits, coyotes, or javelina, Arizona's version of a boar. While at a low altitude, Patrick shows us the results of our water bottle experiment.
Oh yeah, here's the final result on that water bottle.
Oh. Nice.
And much like a certain event involving changes of pressure, the water bottle imploded due to the higher air density that we experience on ground level. If you like this video so far, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow on social media for bigger and better content. Also, if you want some more behind-the-scenes footage of my adventures, please be sure to check out my Patreon as well. Thank you so much, and let's prepare for landing. Close to the ground, Patrick finds us a good place to, land. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record this part, but it looked a little bit like this.
Oh, we bounced.
It looked scary, but honestly, it was kind of fun being dragged around the desert a few meters.
Too often. So our guys are right over there, you can see.
We just landed. What just happened? It was so freaking crazy. I've never been more terrified, but also kind of excited at the same time to land. Sweet ground. Sweet ground. Good ground. I miss you. Love you.
As the Rainbow Ryders team packed up the balloon, we perform a time-honored traditional toast for every successful hot air balloon flight.
So this tradition of champagne after a balloon ride goes back over 200 years, back to France. In the early days of ballooning, landings were nothing like this. They would bounce and drag sometimes for a mile or two before that balloon finally came to rest, usually destroying crops, tearing down fences, scaring peasants and farmers half to death. They'd never seen anything like it. So they just figured they were devils or demons, so they attacked the balloon and destroyed the balloons.
Oh, jeez.
So to make a balloon for just one flight gets really expensive. So these Frenchmen that started ballooning started to bring champagne on board. Champagne in 1783 was only for the royalty or wealthy. So if a landowner was greeted with a bottle of bubbly, they figured they were messengers of the king, and they would allow them safe passage on their property. All right, we do have a little toast or prayer that we'd like to say, and no, it is not, thank God. You already said that one, right about there. So we have noticed that people get really nervous saying prayers before the flight, so we do this all after as a toast. The winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with its warm hands. You've flown so high and so well that God has joined you in your laughter and set you gently into the loving arms of Mother Earth. Cheers.
Cheers.
And trust me, at 8 a.m., 6 glasses of champagne hits a little different. When I first booked this tour, I was unsure if I should go through with it because of my crippling fear of heights. But adventure is about doing things out of your comfort zone. Who knows? You might even like it. And in this case, I would recommend anyone who's traveling to Phoenix to do this tour 100%. I just want to thank our pilot Patrick and everyone I met on this tour for such an amazing experience. If you enjoyed this adventure, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow on social media for more Arizona adventures to come. My name is Jordan Raven, and this has been Windsurf and Sun.